Hello everyone. No, this video is not going to be a review video, but as you can tell from the title of the video, it's a creator tip. Being a YouTuber or content creator, there's not a lot of equipment, but there's some equipment you may have to get. Not just a camera or a microphone like the lapel microphone right here. But lights as well. As you can see, it's kind of dark over here, a little bit brighter over there. I can easily turn a light on right now, but right now that's just too bright and it's causing this to get darker. And to combat or to kind of do a workaround on that, sometimes us YouTubers gotta buy extra lights. Not necessarily a lamp, but something like this. This is just an LED light that you can put on a tripod, or this one particular one has a cold shoe mount, which means that if your camera has a cold shoe, it's on the top. You slip this in, spin this dial down to lock it in place, and there you go. You can either use a camera like I'm using my Panasonic G6 right now, or if you happen to have a camcorder. Sometimes they have what's called a hot shoe on the top. Looks like this two little rails on the side. Sometimes there's a piece of plastic in it that you can put in there to kind of protect it. You pull that plastic out and you can slip something like these lights in it, or a camera flash, you know, electronic flash that you can slip in there. But more often or not, we content creators use these to kind of get rid of the dark spots like that, or a shadow, or just because it's maybe too dark, we use things like this. Now there's small LED lights like this, there's a little bit longer ones, there's real big ones, and there's something called soft boxes. What a soft box is they're pretty big. They're like that big. Let me set this down. And essentially they're soft. They're made out of a foldable material. And on the inside is a normal socket for like a screw-in bulb. And then most creators will use like a nice fluorescent bulb in there. And well, that's how we get light. And there's a diffuser that you could put on the front. Now, that's not the tip I'm getting at, but it does involve me explaining a little bit about lights and explaining about this. In order to have lights, you need to put it on something to stand it up. And this is a light stand. Let me get this close. And if you can see the tip, I got a 1/4 up here on top. And on the bottom part right here is a mount for things like the softbox lights. And on the bottom of this LED light, you see the hole right there? That will fit on here, and you would just simply take it, twist it on, just like this. And then, you know, if you need to adjust it, you unscrew it and do whatever, and there's your light stand. We're getting to it. Just give me a few more seconds here. But the problem with having a light stand, one, they're extreme, well, a lot of them are really light. A lot lighter than, say, a regular tripod. The second thing is on the bottom. They have these type of legs, tripod legs. Now this is as closed in as they can go right now. You just simply unscrew this and you can make them wider. And they can go pretty wide. And see, I mean, look how wide that really is from shoulder to shoulder, right? And let me close it up again for you so you can see. That's closed in all the way. Now if you have it closed in all the way like that, these tend to be a little bit more unstable. You can see it. Well, let me raise this up a little bit more so you can get an idea. I mean, I know you're not really going to bump into them that hard, but they really are kind of unstable when you do that. So the way to get it more stable, to get this stand a lot more stable, you would open up the legs a little bit more. Now here's the problem and where the tip comes in. This, as you can tell, look how much room that takes. Now if you have to open it up a little bit more, like that, look how much it goes past both of my shoulders. So that takes up a heck of a lot of room. And sometimes us creators don't have that kind of room. Like me, I'm shooting in my bedroom. Some people, even though they may have a den or something like that, or wherever they may be shooting, everything that they need for making their videos is kind of close by, really, really close. But it's still out of camera shot, but it's really close. And they don't want to be tripping over everything or having to move the light stand to take it down and put it off to the way, because it just takes too long. It takes too long not only to disassemble it and put it off to the side, but to get it back out, reassemble it, make sure it's in the right position and the light is in the right position. So a lot of us creators tend to leave everything where it's at, and it can get very cluttered. Well, I'm about to give you a helpful hint that will maybe help that clutter, or at least make it a lot easier than having something like this. Because even though this base is small right now, you still have to figure you got all these legs jutting out on an angle that you may bump into. So just give me a second and I'm going to show you a possible solution for that. It's something that I use and it works very, very well. So give me a second to set this off to the side. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. This is just, there's two parts to this solution or tip, if you will. The first one is this. It's a little adapter. This is a female 3/8 of an inch to a male 1/4 20 threaded adapter. Let me set that off to the side. And this part right here is what I found as a solution. Looks like a pole, right? Well, it's actually a microphone stand, but with a big heavy weighted bottom. Now, I found this on eBay. Actually, it was used. Someone was selling it and just wanted to get rid of it, and I found it for 10 bucks. And why not? Now, as you can see, let me get this a little higher. I can knock it and it wants to come back. Because of the heavy base and the low center of gravity, if you bump it, it wants to come back into place. Now, where does this come in? Well, this is a 3/8 inch threaded piece right here. You can see that. I just went ahead and screwed the adapter on, and now with the lights, I can just simply screw my light on. See how easy that is? I can raise it up and down, and on the light itself, if I loosen it up, I can tilt it. So if I needed to bounce the light off the ceiling or off the floor, and of course, you know, you can still move it side to side if you need to. Okay, so I told you how you can use these two little items to put on for lighting, and as you can tell, hold on, my ceiling isn't that high, so let me lower this down. And as you can see, there's only this much space that you got to worry about, so a lot less than those 3 legs coming down off that light stand. So you're saving a lot of space this way, and since the bottom is weighted so much and has such a low center of gravity, it's a lot harder for this microphone stand to tip over if you accidentally bump into it. Yes, once you put some weight up here on top, meaning a light, that center of gravity does kind of get a little compromised, okay? But you can also put a camera on here. Just like that. So if you don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on a tripod, you can mount your camera on this and have it as a tripod, a stand-in or makeshift tripod as well. And there's another function you can use this for as well. One of my previous videos, I mentioned how you did not need to have a DSLR or very expensive camera to start your own YouTube channel. And that is very true. I started out with a Lumia 520 phone, and that's how I started. Well, this isn't it. This is a little bit newer phone, but all you really needed besides your phone and something like this is a phone holder with a 1/4-20 hole on the bottom. You just simply put your phone into it just like that. Screw that into place. And there's your tripod again for your phone. So this was a creator tip for you. I'll leave a description of or some links in the description box below on where you can buy one of these 3/8 to 1/4 inch adapters and a microphone stand. It's a lot cheaper than going out and spending a couple $100, even anywhere from $50 to $300, $400, $500 on a tripod or for lighting stands. So I will leave a link down where you can buy this adapter and a microphone stand in the description box below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Even if you hated the video, leave a comment anyway. Please share this video on all your social media. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. And until the next video, you have a great day.